Hello there, chaotic gremlins. So, about the lack of uploads. Listen, okay, the footage was just not working anymore when I transferred the files. So, that might be the end of IRL videos until further notice. And I know that's not the only excuse. There was also work and school. It kicked my butt more than I thought it would this year. But hopefully, I say this every time, but hopefully time management works out best this quarter. I have been putting together a schedule. Again, I say that every time, but I've been really trying. On good news, I finally have a digital art tablet, which I got recommended by Oliver Antics review video. So go check out his video if you're interested. I'll link it in the corner. Um, it works wonderfully. I love it. So now I'm able to work on my laptop than on my phone. So digital art videos might be coming out sooner than they usually are. I'm also debating, actually more likely doing it, starting a series where I redesign some of my OCs to fit the personalities more and their world. So it mostly will be original concept stories, not really my fan OCs that you usually see a lot of, like the next gen queer squad that we have, like lean in that, probably less of those and more of my original stories, like this video. So in the next 8 videos that I'm planning to put out on this channel, I'll be redesigning the magical versions of colors after developing their powers and their story. So if you're really interested after watching this video and seeing how it goes, I'll maybe draw their civilian forms alongside Greg and Tyler, because these 8 videos are just their magical versions. And Greg doesn't have a magical version. He is just an intern scientist that is friends with them, and Tyler is a robot. But I've been trying to experiment. I have Pinterest boards with all of their actual clothing as well, along with Greg and along with concept designs of Tyler. So if you want to see like them in their civilian forms, also their relationships with each other, I could potentially also draw that. So I feel like this will expand their story a bit more. Like I'll have more time to talk about their characters one-on-one. But like I didn't put them in the redesign video, like because I didn't see big changes. I think the only big changes will be that they're not the same colors. I used to draw their civilian forms just wearing the same colored clothing. I might just have them wearing normal clothing. It's just the hair and eyes are going to be their colors. But, you know, I really want to redesign the magical forms. Their magical forms didn't feel magical. So I got inspired by June. I'm forgetting their actual YouTube channel right now, but I'll link it, with their Prism magical story. When they were trying to redesign it and making it cohesive, I was realizing I didn't really do that. Again, I also got inspired by Oliver Antics as well, with their costume and character design. His character designs, like this entire series is inspired by him on like expanding characters. So shout out. Okay, so I didn't put it. You can see in Red's original, like in this speed paint, you're gonna see that I tried to draw something that looked like Red, but then like quickly erased the sketch. It's because I really want to focus on the magical designs. Also wrote a script, but I feel like I'm going off script because that's what I do. I ramble. So right before we head into the redesign, I did try a new drawing approach as well. I saw like a new coloring kind of picture on TikTok, so I tried to do that. So red was the first one I did, so it was really rough. And I thought I liked it, but then it looked, again, really rough around the edges. Once I did like orange and the rest of the squad, I realized red didn't really look as cohesive, like art style wise, so I went back and fixed it. So this speed paint's gonna be a little bit longer because of that. The rest of the colors won't have as much mistakes as this one, and I'm saying as much because there are some mistakes in the rest of the color speed paints, but that's a future problem for me when it comes to editing. Anyway, without further ado, here we go. Okay, so we have red, or at least That's her code name from the government. I decided that it was weird that the colors were just named after, well, their assigned colors. Like every other OC I have has a first name, maybe a last name. There's some characters that don't have last names yet. But then there were just colors. And Greg, which I thought was really weird. Like Greg just had a basic name, but the colors are just named after colors. Like which parent are going to name their child? Like they saw red hair, they're just going to name them red. So I decided that the government just assigned them the names of their chosen color and only address said person with that name. But like in their casual lives, they have normal names. So like if they're on the team and it's the government going, they're just gonna be like, oh, red, you head over there, red this, which I am planning to incorporate into their civilian video if you're interested in that. So for like red K's, I took some time if I wanted their names to reflect their ethnicity and race, because I do have some characters that have more like names that reflect where they're born or what their ethnicity and race is. But I found it weird because like the entirety of the story takes place in like a future town in America. Was really debating whether to put it in Japan, but like every magical girl anime, but you know I'm American, so I think it will be easier if I do it in America. So I didn't give her like an authentic name, but I did look up what is common since red is Chinese. Ethnically, racially, I don't know how to say it correctly, but like I designed red to be Chinese. So for Red's actual birth name, she was named Vivian Meng, and her family were more in the lower middle class. I mean, the whole point, I feel like I can't talk about like the background because it is such a spoiler for the twist reveal I have for the characters later on. So I won't say it. I'm very tempted. My sister knows what I'm talking about. Like some close people who hear me talk about characters know the twist reveal. But since I am very passionate about making this into an actual story, I won't. But there's a reveal. Like I said, her family's in lower middle class, like area. You know what? Same. So Red actually grew up alongside with Blue and Pink. I will be addressing Red as just Red, even though her name is Vivian, because I am just like the government. I put them in this place, so might as well call them. Also, it'll be easier because I still need to get used to knowing that Red is Vivian, but I feel like it's just easier just to call her Red. But yeah, so she grew up with Blue and Pink. Their names are still pending, but she was more closed off and gloomy than the other two. So like their personalities really were showing when they were already children. So she was always more rebellious than the other kids, and she was more prone to being in trouble. Like I said, their personalities that they have now were really showing off as kids. So she closed herself to others because she knew they only wanted to be her friend due to, well, her color, you know? She has red hair and red eyes. In the world, I feel like I should give a little background on the world because you may not know what's going on. Or you may not be watching my Instagrams. I feel like I talked about it a bit more. But in this world, everyone has white hair and white eyes, no matter what. That's just how the world is. There is a virus. Again, can't say how it started because it's related to the plot twist reveal. And it consumes these people. Until the colors come in, they're a superhero team. And they they heal the people from the virus. And the government kind of watch over them. So they're usually in this gloopy black substance thing like venom. But then when they're healing, they kind of turn to like this grayish kind of form and then they go back. Which is why the colors are kind of really well known throughout like this whole thing, because everyone else's hair is and eye color is white, regardless of who they are. So having red hair and red eyes, orange, and so orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, and brown. Like that's why I feel like a lot of people got confused because brown is a very common hair color and eye color. It's not in this world, which is why they stand out a lot. Okay, now that we got a little backstory, and as you can see in the speed paint, well, I don't know if we're there or not. I did restart it. So that's why she closed herself off. She believed other people just wanted to be her friend due to, her being different, and her parents started to regret having her. Again, it plays into the reveal, but I won't talk much about it. So moving on to where the story first picks up. So Red meets the rest of the colors in middle school, except Brown. Brown comes in high school for them. And then that's when the government ropes them all together to become a team. Because they realize they have this unique thing that can heal the other people. So this is when they first power up in their magical girl forms, which reflect their power base. Since Red's powers are technology-based, internet-based, whatever you want to call it, I spent a good 30 minutes on Pinterest making a board with like a cyberpunk aesthetic, while also keeping this familiar silhouette as their civilian form, which I might put up a picture right now. I'm only saying it out loud so that editing me can know. There you go. Also, if, like I said before, if you want to see them redesigned as civilians, I would like to do that video. I just want to see if people are interested. So as you've seen throughout the video, on the left, I have put pictures I decided as inspiration, very much with the clear, but it's also like the same silhouette as her civilian form. And also there is like something that will help me with same face syndrome. It's kind of like what I imagine a face claim. I imagine Red's face to look like this. Obviously not the hair, but yeah. Okay, so Red's the shortest member. I think she's like around 5 foot less than. I did do like a height check between all of them. I just don't remember if I still have the photo or not. Obviously she wears platforms. Fun fact, almost all the characters in their magical girl form wear platforms or like some sort of heels, except purple and pink. Pink just wears sneakers, purple has ballet shoes. So yes, she rides around like 5'2", 5'3", maybe. I don't know. I'm sorry. So since she's the shortest member, it's why she's angry all the time. That was a short joke. Please don't kill me. So, in fact, she calls Greg her tower just because he's one of the taller characters. So, everyone's hair becomes longer when they transform because it is a magical girl form. So, Red hair becomes more jagged and actually on her side. You can't really see it in the speed paint, but like there's shaved pieces in the ponytail that look like a Wi-Fi symbol. Though that might not be canon. This redesign came to me while I was waiting to clock in to my job. I just redefined the details in this digital version. So all of these redesigns are taking place in their late high school era after Brown has joined, which is why Brown has a redesign video. Also, the amount of black on their design is also intentional and reveals more of their intention when like the turning point / climax / reveal of the story comes to play. No, I won't say anymore. Also, I'm just saying it because with some lighting, some of the black turns into a gray or turns more into darker of their color, so it doesn't really show. So I just wanted to say it. So more about the design. The jagged pieces near her gloves are meant to represent how in her magical form she can make tech shields or daggers at a whim. Like she can control the internet if she wanted to. At this point in her stage, she can't, but she will. She can also manipulate technology around her, especially whenever it's connected to the internet, like I said, so it helps the team on any of their missions. Her glasses also help communicate with other members and being able to pull information from the internet as well. So like they're kind of like those Edith glasses, but like clear. And when I mean Edith glasses, I'm talking about Marvel, the MCU. It's just, I don't know what I'm saying half the time. So the original plan was to have all the colors wear some form of gloves. That's what their old design had. But I gave up when I realized I just won't fit the aesthetics of certain colors and I'm not going to push it. But with Red, I gave her the same old glove design. So it only comes to her thumb and pointer finger, and then like she's allowed to manipulate the technology. So that will be it. That's Red's design. I really am proud of it. I think it's really well. I think it's her now. So that's it. That's Red's redesign video. So we have 7 more redesigns. We have orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, and purple. Comment down below what you really like, if there's anything I should really change. I couldn't really say much about the actual story because I realized a lot of the interesting parts are the climax, turning point / reveal the story, so I couldn't really say it. Comment down below if you want a new, like, the actual civilian redesign. I'll be up for it, maybe in an actual accurate height check between all the 8 girls plus Greg and Tyler. I feel like Tyler just has to be included at this point because he is a robot and the girls love him. So I feel like I have to include him. But put down what was your favorite thing about Red. Any more questions about Red? I might answer them in the orange redesign video. I mean, like, the redesign's already done. I just need to record my voiceover for it. So if any questions are done, I might, answer them in the beginning prologue before we jump into oranges. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully this is a good series that I'm doing. And stay safe out there, cat gremlins. Drink enough water, stay hydrated, and take care of yourselves. Bye!